Hi guys, welcome back to the vlogs. It is AJ Hennessy again. This video is basically going to be a get ready with me video, and in this video I'm going to be answering like 10 to 15 relatable questions, like questions I feel like you want to ask me, how I got here, what I'm doing here, how it all happened. I basically asked my body chat GPT to generate 15 questions that are relatable, something that I know that you'd want to ask me about my trip here, what I'm doing here. So we're going to be discussing all those questions together with getting ready, because I'm going to go do some content outside. It is windy and it is sunny, 50-50, because like on the weather forecast it was like 53% chance of it being cloudy, and it is cloudy. So yeah, my microphone just died, sorry about the background noise. I'm going to try my best to edit that out. Yeah, right now I am going to go have my bath. When I'm done having my bath, then we can start with the makeup. I'm going to be doing my basic everyday no makeup, but in the coquette version. You know, I like coquette. I found out that coquette style is quite my style. I like the blush and the soft glam, like no too much foundation, no too much concealer. Everything is just, you know, bit, but like with the blush. Yes. So 15 questions, get ready with me, something that you want to know. Let me have my bath and sit down. It's going to be a really interesting chat. You know, yes. So the first question is, why did I choose Cape Town and what was the vibe that I was going for? Honestly, if you ask me why I chose Cape Town, it's a really funny story. It's a breakout that I'm having on my face. I've been using Dr. Otier, this Dr. Otier relief cream. It has been relieving my skin from being red, because the retinol was really, I don't know, maybe I was going too hard using it. Maybe I'll come back later, but for now I'm just going to hold my brakes on the on the retinol, and I'm going to be prepping my skin with that. I already did that. I have a few more pimples out, or like breakouts on my face, so let's keep that. For how I'm going to cover all this redness, I'm going to be using a concealer. That is how I do mine. I don't know how any other person does theirs, but this is what works for me, and this is how I like my own makeup. For the concealer, I'm going to be using in my Skin Liquid Concealer by Norban Beauty. I really like their product because the finish part of the product, like how it looks on my skin, is really good. Me, who is not the person that does makeup all the time, like I used to really love makeup back in the day, but like right now it's like very light glam, so this one really works for me. So I'm going to be using this one on the areas that are red, or like have dark spots, or like, you know, spots that I want to cover, or you know, those type of things. Why did I choose Cape Town? In my whole goal book, or like my journal, or like the things that I want to do this year, Cape Town is not even one of the things that is in my goal, or wanting to go, or like where I ever plan on going. No doubt I have like things planned on my book, or in my book, to do for this year, but Cape Town is not one of my feature. Like, it's not even the beginning part, so I don't know how that happened, but it did. If you remember in my last video, I told you that I'm trying to get an apartment, or like trying to figure out what I need to do, if it's to get an apartment or just swing what I need to do. I moved out of my, or like I left my friend's apartments and I went back home. Before I did that, earlier in the year, January, I don't know, my dad just called me out of the blue and was like, I should just apply for the South African visa because I don't know, it's going. And I was like, okay, no problem, because I did not have any intention in my head. It's just, and he was like, the visa fee is just 10,500, so you can actually just do it, and the rest of the fee that you have to pay, which is the tax for like VFS, is around 20 something thousand. So everything I paid at VFS via like submitting my paper and everything is around 40,500. So I didn't spend much and I wasn't worried. So yeah, I applied the visa the regular way. I just went to the office, gave them my papers, I submitted my leave for my office, you know, like my company, and I did the letter of introduction, why I'm going to SA and blah blah blah, vacation and stuff. And yeah, while I was at my friend's house, Cynthia, on April, the ending of April, I think, like towards the end of April, I got like email from, because I took my passport out. Like I said, I did not have any intention in my head to come to SA. So I took my passport. I asked them, can I take my passport out? And they said yes, I can take my passport. So I took my passport out and I left with my passport. And April, they told me to bring my passport. I had nothing in my head. I gave them the passport. I went to the office to give them the passport in the morning, and I got back the next day. They brought me and I got my visa, just like that. And I'm like, in my head, I was like, okay, since this one has happened, let me just go. Now, mind you, the money I have, or like the money in my savings I have, is for my apartment, like the house that I want to move into. So I'm like, okay, let me buy my tickets and go, and then book an Airbnb for the time that I'm going to be staying there. So I booked my tickets and I left with my money for my apartment. So yeah, this is a solo travel vlog, just by myself, my whole savings, and I left. Now I like to use my hand when I'm doing my makeup. I don't know, it's just like it's more convenient for me. Now that's blended out, you don't see any redness there again. The next thing I like to go in with is blush. The next question is, what surprised me about Cape Town? Now I've been in Cape Town for like some weeks now. I can say some things that I can't really say what shocked me, because nothing has really shocked me like that. Maybe because I'm very outgoing, but I would say the weather. The weather is my weather. The weather is what I like. The weather is how I want everywhere that I am to be. So the weather is really cold, and it gets really, really cold in the evenings, you know, in the evening. And in the morning sometimes the wind can be so windy. So that was most surprising, because you know, I come from somewhere that is very humid to somewhere that is humid and very, very, very cold. Like it is really cold, but it's a cold that I can handle. So I really, 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 I don't know why my camera is going off focus. I really, really love the cold. So yeah, and I would say the people, Cape Town people, because I'm in Cape Town, not Joburg, Cape Town people are really outgoing. They like to go out, they like to party. You can see them party on the streets. This is not something that I'm really used to, because I'm a homebody, but since I'm traveling with my money, I have to go out. So people dancing, people on the streets, you know, people always going out. Then smoking is like, everybody's smoking. Like everybody is smoking. Oh yeah, there are weed shops everywhere. Weed shops are everywhere. So like you can call baked, you can call everywhere. Then smoking is like everywhere. So this is not something that I'm regularly used to, but like it's something that I do, but like it's not something that I'm regularly used to. I won't say it's a shock, but it's something that like surprising to me. So I've not really seen any PDA, but yeah, that's the weather and smoking and the lifestyle. It's something that I'm very good with, but it's something that as it's open, it's something that I'm like, oh okay, this is like something I'm not seeing every day, you know. Is Cape Town safe for solo travelers and women? To be honest, I really don't know, because if I'm going to where I'm going to, I'm usually using like an Uber, and I'm going to the place that I'm going to. And if I'm going to be walking on the street, I walk on the street. And for me, who is traveling solo, I would say it's quite safe if you live in a really good area. That's the thing, you have to live in a really good area. For this my blush, I'm going to be using Noban as well in my skin, and this one I really don't know the name, but I'm going to leave it in the description box. I like to use the makeup and put it on my hand. I'm very comfortable using makeup on my palm like than using like the sponge or like any brush. If I'm doing like makeup, I feel like my hand just blends it out very well. And this brush I stole it from my sister, but if I'm not going to use a brush, I'm going to be using my hand as well. But for this video, I'm going to be using this brush, and what I'm going to do is just take the brush and just smear around it, then brush it out in my hand, and like this. Remember, I like coquette makeup, so if the blush is a little dramatic, that's how I like it, because I feel like it shapes my face very well. Like a solo traveler, a woman, I feel like if you stay in a really good area, then it's going to be pretty safe, especially when you're booking an Airbnb. Just try to read properly. There's some Airbnb I saw when I was coming here that they said that there's been an issue of break-in. You wouldn't see break-in even though it's a car downstairs, or like they say don't bring your car, or like, you know, something along the line of if you bring your cars, it's not in our own, like it's not our concern and stuff like that. You are not going to stay in that kind of place, you know. You're not going to stay in that kind of place. Try your best to stay in maybe city center, or like if you're going to stay in city center, which is good, but some areas in city center I feel like are not really, maybe Bree or like Long Street or like the main road. I'm not sure about Claremont, but like for me, I've gone out, like I've gone outside coffee shops and everywhere. I don't really hang around. I basically go to the place that I want to go to. If I'm going to Coffee Chiffon now, that I made a video of last time, I'm going to Coffee Chiffon, and from there, Coffee Chiffon, sorry, from there I'm going to my next location. Like I'm not hanging around. Even though I want to hang around, maybe I walk around for a bit, smoke my cigarette, because you know that's the vibe. Then I go to my next location. So I'm basically not in one place or like hanging around. So, and I'm not always at night. I don't go out at night. What we use here is Uber, InDrive, and Bolt. Bolt is cheap, InDrive is cheap, Uber is cheap, it's affordable. I feel like if you're going to a really far distance, you're going to use Uber, and you can't guarantee that your own safety and all that. But I feel like it's safer. Then both do, if you're in the city, you can use both and InDrive. But if you're going very far out of the city, where you're going to pass like the suburbs and all those type of places, try your best and use Uber, or just be safe. Just try your best to be, like, you can't really guarantee safety with these things. So yeah, this question is, where am I staying and how did I find my location? Currently, when I was coming in, I was looking at so many Airbnbs to stay. I was going to stay at city center, but then I remembered, oh, my brother stays in Cape Town, why not I just ask him if I can stay at his place for some time, and the prick agreed. But so where right now I am at my brother's at Cape Town, and yeah, that is where I have been. And if you want to if you're coming to Cape Town, or like thinking of coming to Cape Town, maybe December, or like it's your travel destination, I feel like you should use Airbnb. Just try to use Airbnb. Booking.com is quite expensive and they might have some issues. I know with these apps you will always have issues, but try to use Airbnb. It gives you like a range of options, and you can speak to the person who owns the Airbnb, like the bed and breakfast apartment, directly, so you know what you're going at, or like what you're doing. And try to read the description of where you're going to. Always stay in the city and maybe do some research on the area that you want to stay. But I feel like you should use Airbnb. That app is quite okay, and you put your price, because there was apartment sharing. I saw different types of options, but luckily for me, my brother stays here, so it saved me money, saved me time and stress, although it consumed money. But at the same time, you know, this blush is already enough for my face, because I'm just going for a little bit of makeup. The next thing I'm going to be doing is eyeliner. Here is cost of living. Well, I stay with my brother, and although I get groceries and I buy things, I came here with around 600 to 700 USD because of my cut of cost, and I am left with $200. So do with that what you may. I feel like what has eaten part of my money is Uber, because Uber and coffee shops. Uber is quite expensive here, because you can spend around 300 rand just to get to like somewhere that's like 20 to 30 minutes drive, and sometimes 15 sale. So you pay that amount, which is quite expensive. I have around $300, I think, here, but I feel like it's relatively cheap. If you want to get like affordable food, you can buy at farmers market, or like if you want to have like as fresh food. If you want to get groceries, don't get groceries at mall, get groceries at like maybe some shops or stores, or like city areas, like, how will I put it, like the local areas. And even Uber Eats on Tuesdays, there's like, it's very affordable to buy on Uber Eats on Tuesday. I found that out on my work on TikTok, because TikTok has really helped me whilst I'm here. Honestly, I can't even imagine what I'll do without that app, because anything I'm going to do, like if I'm planning my schedule, like where I want to go, and I need to know how that place looks like, if it's something that I need to do, I just go to TikTok, and TikTok just helps me to gather the information, and I'm good. So basically, yeah, the cost of living, I'll say that is accommodation. Accommodation is quite expensive because sometimes you might want to book an Airbnb and the Airbnb is telling you $40 or like $50 a night, and that's expensive. Uber Eats on Tuesdays for good deals, and don't buy food at the shopping mall, buy at grocery stores, or like, yeah, which is cheap. How has the weather affected my makeup and my fashion choices here? Honestly, it hasn't. My makeup is always the way I did it back home. It has always been the same way. I did not change anything, but I feel like it stays the way it is because of the weather is not hot and I'm not sweating, so my makeup is not creasing. That's one thing that I've noticed like throughout like my experience. Then my fashion style, when it gets at night, like when it's getting late at night, it gets really cold. So if you're the type of person who's always wearing like clothes that are like very sexy, you would want to always have a jacket with you because you don't know how cold it's going to get at night when you're waiting for your Uber to get to you and you're going to be freezing. But the weather is very good for me because this is the type of weather that I like. So I do not complain. It does not affect how I'm going to be dressing. Even when it was raining and I went to the museum, I wore my clothes where I wanted to wear it and I went to the museum, so it's not really affecting anything. In fact, I love the weather. So, but if you're the type of person that gets cold easily, always bring a jacket. That's one thing that I've noticed, and that's one thing that I don't like play with. I always try to bring my jacket just in case I fall sick, because I don't have insurance here, so why would I be falling sick in another man's land when everything is not prepped yet? Do you get what I mean? So I'm always carrying my jacket. That's one thing that's just different. Other than that, I hardly even use my powder like throughout the day, so it's good with my makeup and my style. But the only thing I do is to bring extra jackets, which is like annoying, but yeah. Now, where do you shop for cute clothes? Honestly, you can shop anywhere. The shops are everywhere. This is like the dream of a fashion girl or like a fashion guy. Mostly what I do, sometimes there are stores that you buy things from, you get me, and there are stores where you like, the next thing I'm going to be doing, hold on, is my mascara, and it's the Soroseke from Norban Beauty as well. I'm going to be using it for my under eyelid because I have like an extension which is like dying, but you know, it's still giving, so I'm going to be using that now. Anyway, stores are everywhere. If you're the type of person that always want to buy new things, you can go to like, don't buy things at like what's that place, V&A things are really expensive because it's like a tourist place and people come there. You can buy at Century City or like Century Center. They have like different stores, like you'll be surprised, and they stock different things and the prices are relatively cheap. You see something like 300 rand, which is like 30k. In Zara, their clothes are not expensive. Levi's are really expensive because you know it's Levi. Then if you're a really big thrifter, there's so many places for you to thrift. In fact, I'm going to be, like in my next video, you're going to be seeing like a thrift hopping video, and I'm going to be showing you everything that I'm going to be shopping. I'm going to be thrifting some things from some outfits, like because it's almost nearing the time that I leave, and I'm going to go to different stores, maybe 3 or 4 stores I'm going to be showing you. Then I'm going to also buy new clothes as well from Century City. That's the Canal Walk, and I'm going to compare. But the styles that I want in thrift, you know, it's thrift now. Thrift is like vintage, so you can't really see the same things that you see at the store at thrift. So if you're a thrifter, you know what I mean. So like if you're a fashion person, this is going to be heaven for you because everywhere is clothing. Everywhere the style is there. Like the flooding of inspiration is just going to come into your head anytime you're at any of these stores. Honestly, I swear. I can't really see my eyes, so I can't really tell. I just wanted small of those things there. The next question is, what's my go-to makeup look? This is my go-to makeup look without the under eye. I like this. Like it always gives this really soft, innocent person. I have had this foundation for a really long and I've not really used it. I've not used it as much, but I have it still. This is like my everyday makeup look. Anywhere I'm going to, either I do this or I don't wear any makeup at all. So it's either this soft glam shiny look or no makeup at all. So this is my vacay makeup. I'm not into the whole glam, but if I want to do glam, maybe someone's going to do that for me, but I can do it myself, but I'm going to handle it with care. But this is something that I really like, and I don't know why. I've not put like the finished product, but you know, I guess do I switch my style when I travel, or do I maintain my look? If you're the type of person that likes to wear baggy, please wear your baggy. Why are you switching up look because you went to another country? Honestly, you know me, I'm very versatile. So if I want to wear baggy, I wear baggy. If I want to wear skimpy, I wear skimpy. If I want to mix a blend of baggy and skimpy together, that's what I do. I maintain my personality and who I am. I never let anywhere I go to change me. It can influence my taste, like when I go and see some fashion, I get inspired by what the person is wearing, or like I'm seeing anything and I'm inspired by the fashion sense and I want to try it. I try it and it's good for me. I incorporate it with my own personal styling, you know, and make it my own signature. So I'm not copying or pasting any style. It's true to my own original style. So I feel like you should do what feels best for your own body. If you're a type of person who is naturally skimpy and you want to keep wearing skimpy, yes, do. But if you're coming to South Africa or anywhere that's cold, always bring a jacket. And if you want to try a different style, don't always put yourself in a box. Try to go out of the box and, you know, experience. You're obviously in another country for a reason, to experience them. You should experience the country, you should experience the people. You let the country, like, let everything, take everything in and then be inspired. So don't lose your person because you're in another country. Or at the same time, you would also want to be someone else when you're in another country, which is a good thing because you're trying new things. So it's not a bad thing for you to want to be a sort of person or character that you've put in your head to be, which is good. You know, it's good for you, it's good for your state of mind. Do that. If you want to be a bold person when you travel, be that person. So there's nothing like signature look. It's something that people know you as. But if you're versatile, it's fine. And if you change and they're like, what happened? This guy changed a bit. That's fine as well. How do I stay cute and comfortable whilst traveling? It all boils down to your personal preference. Honestly, confidence, like I always say in my video, is inbuilt. It's something that you just have to force yourself to be. If you don't have it before, you have to force yourself to be confident. Nobody is seeing that you're hiding your confidence. They feel the confidence in you, and you want to stay cute. If you're not the type of person that wears heels and you want to wear a heel, obviously you're not going to look cute because it's not something that you always do. And if you want to be out of your comfort zone, which is not a bad thing as well, maybe do some practice and wear that confidence. I always say this thing in my videos. Confidence is like another clothing, is an attire on its own that I feel like maybe you learn it, or like you earn it, or like you master it. I don't know. Well, it's very, very important in your outfit. Want to stay cute, always have like tissue paper in your bag because you don't know how the restroom is going to look like. Always have like wet clothes, or like what do you call that thing, wet wipes to wipe your hands, Vaseline because you can get dry. You don't know how the weather is in another country. Stay cute, be friendly, smile. This is what just works for me. I always carry like tissue. My tripod is always with me, like everywhere I go. And some places that I'll go to and they'll be like, oh, you can't take this in there, and I'm like, okay, it's fine, can you hold it for me or something, you know? And then I go. Always exude confidence. Don't always crowd in. Don't always make people think that, oh, okay, you're shy and stuff. That is not good. That's not good because that's not who you are. It might be who you are, but try your best to act. We're acting now. You know, when we travel, we're acting. So we're not the person we are when we're in Lagos. So like when we're at home, you know, we're a different person when we're outside. Nobody knows you, so you can be anything. I really like to use like the regular pencil for my lip. I'm going to get into buying like lip liners and stuff. What's a typical day in a life for me in Cape Town? Basically what I do in the morning is the same thing that I do when I was in Lagos. Wake up in the morning. Okay, my dogs are not here for me to walk. I wake up in the morning, do yoga, pilates. Yes, I still do yoga, pilates. Then I take coffee, maybe 2 cups of coffee. I wait till it's a bit like, if I have like to-do list, because my travel is limited, I have like to-do list that I need to do for that day, then I get to it. So if I wake up by 9, 10 and I finish my morning schedule, I go to my to-do list, have my bath, and go do what I need to do, and when I'm done in the day I come back at night. So it's basically the same thing, but I'm filling my days with the activities that I need to cover and things that I need to do just to make my journey and my experience worth it. I feel like we need a little bit of spice in this makeup. Let me put small lip gloss. I don't know where this is from, but anyway, just in the middle here. I met any cool people since I've been here, or like creators since I've been here? The answer is no. I've not really met any creatives here, although the people that I spoke to on TikTok, some of them are not in Cape Town, they are in Joburg, and other ones are not around or probably busy. So I've not really met any creative here, and cool people not as much, because I always go to the locations that I want to go to. Although I've met some people, but I've not really seen them, but online I've met them. Yeah, this looks cute. The next thing that we're going to be doing now is to put the mineral powder. This powder, I got it, and anytime I get it, it breaks. So I'm trying my best to be very careful, because this thing used to be 8k or what, now 17,000 and be 20k. I don't know. This is the next thing I'm going to be using. This is Norban as well, and this is the finishing mineral finishing powder. What I do is just like to question is, what am I most grateful for since being here? Like, what is the one thing that I've been grateful for? One moment that made me really grateful to be here was when I went to Camps Bay. I've not actually showed you Camps Bay. It's going to be part of my next video. So when I went to Camps Bay, it was the first time that I was like, it took my breath away in such a way that I was like, I really have to make this money, because I need to live this life. Like, it was so beautiful. Like, you know, when the sun is hitting the mountain, it was so beautiful, and it's just the type of life that I want to live. Like, I'm not the outdoory type of person, and my outdoory type thing is the museum, coffee shops, like restaurants. I'm not really a party person. Like, my lifestyle is the beach, the movie, like, you know, basically those things. And I was really, for that moment when I was coming down, like me and my brother, because we went there together, we were coming down from the car, driving down, and I was just like, it took my breath away, and I cried in my heart, because I was like, oh, I really loved that moment, looking at the mountain on Biscuit or Basket restaurant where we were, and how the sun was going down into the sea, and it was just so beautiful. And yeah, that's one moment that really kicked, like, it hit me when I went to Camps Bay, and I cannot really forget that moment. It was sweet. It was really sweet, and to see God's creation in that manner is just a privilege that I'm grateful to have. And honestly, I love the experience, and I cannot wait to actually be back. Even though I've not left, I can't wait to be back. So, you know, you see how the finishing powder actually blended the whole makeup together. It's looking so good. Like, minimal. It's like I did not really do anything, but I did something, you know, pretty. The next question is there anything like the lifestyle that has been influenced by Cape Town, or like the beauty or whatever? What has influenced me being here is to travel more. Honestly, to travel more. I need to do this every single month, honestly. Like, the influence it has on me is I need to live life more. Honestly, I need to live life more. Not these ones that we're doing. I need to live life more. I need to go out more. I need to see people more. I need to be out there. I need to show myself more, not cave in, not be in that zone of overthinking, or like not planning. I need to go out more. I need to see life, the beauty of God's creation more. Basically, that's what it has taught me. Let me go straighten my hair and get my hair ready and come back, because the extension is right there. I don't want to take the phone there, because this is like a really good position. I've almost lost daylight, so I don't want to do that. Let me get the hair ready and I'll be back. We'll end the video very soon. This is my finished look. What do you think about my makeup? It's turned out to be an evening makeup, but it looks really good. What do you think? It's simple, not too much. I feel like I should do like this here, the outer corner of my lips. And the last question is, would I move here? Yes, I'll definitely move. It's somewhere that is very livable if you have real good money, or like financially stable. It's somewhere that you can actually move and with your family, or like as a young person. But for me, if I'm being honest, I would not move here. Again, that's like my second answer, because I want to see the world. Because this is like one stop first, and I can't really say with every other place, but I would say if you're someone who's starting off, this is a good place to start. Cape Town is quite expensive, but if you have some money, I feel like you can stay. But for me, in my own understanding of this place, the little place, like the little emo that I have, you have to have money. You have to have money. The rent alone can kill you. But anyway, overall, my stay is so great. Honestly, I can't even begin to mention. But yeah, it's really good. If you're looking to move to Cape Town or like Joburg is for like business. Like, how will I put it? Cape Town is like LA, while Joburg is like New York. So like the hustling city, and here like you flex and you relax. So it's quite expensive for anybody who's really struggling and doesn't have money. So I wouldn't advise anybody who's short on cash to move to Cape Town or like South Africa. But if you are business oriented or you want to have like a business plant here, this is a good place to do that. Especially aesthetics, cooking, like Nigerian food vendors sell like mad here. So like the market here is like is mad. No matter how many there are, there's always every store for you to try. So yeah, it's not in my, like, I'm not in a position to tell you to move here or not. But if you're asking me if I would move, I would say no, because I've not really experienced half of what I want to experience to be able to say I'll move here. To have a house here, yes, I would definitely. So it's 50-50 for me. Yes. And this is the final look of my makeup. I don't know what you think about this look. It's usually my everyday makeup. Maybe my lips is going to be different, or like the blush, or like, and I don't do my eyebrow because I have really full brows. The lady at the airport was like, your brows are so full, it's connecting to your hair. I'm like, yes baby, I know. I know. So this is the makeup all close. I'm going to try my best to show you how it looks like, but this is the finished look of the makeup. What do you think about this look? Let me know in the comment if I look really good from start to finish. And if you have more questions for me to answer, you know, like chatty questions, let me know in the comment. I can make more videos like this even when I'm not in Cape Town, you know, maybe I'm in another country. maybe. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this week's video. I was really excited answering every of the questions, and yes, it's a sit down video, but I'm sure you always enjoy my sit down videos because I always have like backstories and things to show you and graphics and stuff. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this week's video. My name is AJ Hennessy. You can follow me on Instagram and YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe here, and Pinterest as well is working. That's little by little we're getting there. Before you know it, I'm going to be all time, and you'll be like, oh my god, I know how, and I'm like, I don't know you because, you know, I don't know you, but like, you know. So yeah, get into it. Leave a comment and let me know your thoughts on this video. If you have an experience in Cape Town, like if you have an advice to give people who's moving to Cape Town that you feel like I have left out in this video, please comment and share your thoughts. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.